Hey man, we might as well react to it. Why not? The nigga had the best movie out right now, and it's MJ. So let's start it. What's good, YouTube? This is Mike LVP. We back with another video, Slim. Jaafar Jackson channels Michael Jackson on sneaker shopping with Complex. Gotta see what this nigga's shoe game looking like. Yeah, we saw Mike, but we ain't see yours, nigga. So let's get into it. Hey man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and get into this. Go!
What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in New York at Flight Club with actor, singer, and the star of Michael, Jaafar Jackson. How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Gonna do some sneaker shopping today. Gonna see what he's feeling, what he's not, and then hopefully he's gonna buy some sneakers.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Jaafar, welcome.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, when was like the last time you've been in a sneaker store like this? And when did you get into sneakers?
Honestly, don't think I've been in a sneaker store like this.
Yeah.
It was honestly a few years ago where I've gone to a sneaker store and saw like a lot of great options, but as a kid, I used to go into Foot Locker, always get the classic Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
My father would always get those for me as a kid, so I grew up loving those, but then I kind of advanced a little bit.
Was it the pearly white Air Force Ones?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Were you keeping them clean that Dad was getting them for
I had
you?
a whole cleaning little supply thing to make a little brush and everything, the liquid, yep.
Love that. And then around 2019, I want to talk Got Me Singing, because what do you remember about these? Do you remember these?
Of course, I still have my pair in my
so
closet, yeah.
Sakai Nikes, you're in the Got Me Singing video, and you're dancing in those. Are the Sakai Nikes good to dance in?
They are. You know, it's funny because when I was in Brazil and I was on the rooftop, there's a bunch of water there and stuff. I was like, oh, I'm about to mess up these Nikes. I hope they don't get too ruined. But then afterwards, I got them clean. It actually looked still pretty brand new, and I still have them.
So you brought back the cleaning regimen from when you were a kid to these even?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And another thing I love is like you talk about being in Brazil.
I ain't know translate these and these. These gotta be like a sample or something.
Was it one of the first times that Nike laced you?
Oh, wow, yeah. I was doing some rehearsals in LA and they sent it over while I was rehearsing so I can, try them on. Then I really had to decide what to match it with one of the outfits I had. So I went with the blue, the high tops.
And we talked about like, you maybe like a few years ago
What shoes did they give you that make you click the blue high tops? They had to give you some shitty
going into a store like this. Like now, obviously the fame has changed. You may have to shut down stores now to shop. Is that a weird feeling for you?
I hope not. I hope I can go discreetly, to some stores to feel that normalcy so it doesn't feel like you're so isolated. Yeah. I hope it doesn't get to that point, so we'll see.
I saw the movie, like most of America and most of the world soon. What a performance. Congratulations on it.
Thank you.
I was with my director and we were looking for like sneaker moments in the movie, and one that stood out, the Jackson 5 wearing the Converse Chuck Taylors. I think it was like early in the movie, but what was it like when you saw that in the wardrobe closet? And they actually, they wore that.
I know, when I was in, during the process of filming and they brought these into the trailer, I was like, hey, I don't really remember too often, but then really looking back at certain photos, like, oh yeah, he was wearing, Michael and all the brothers were wearing a lot of these sneakers. And then I had some cool outfits with these, and wearing them for 14 hours straight during shooting is not the most comfortable shoe to wear, but.
Wearing Converse for 14 hours straight is damn near like wearing Air Force One. No, Converse for 14 hours is damn near like wearing Air Jordan 1s.
That's the thing, it's like people used to play basketball in these, and 14 hours in like low profile Converse Chuck Taylor must have hurt a little bit.
I can only imagine trying to play basketball in these. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then another moment that I really like, it's right around the time that you're discussing like doing your solo album. It's you and Bill Bray, your security.
Yeah.
And I think like you're headed to the studio.
Oh yeah, I remember these.
Yeah, I think you're headed to the studio. I think you might have had a flannel on, and like you get in the car, and I think it's like the Adidas Superstars. So another kind of shoe of that moment, but I like that it's connected to such an awesome scene.
Right, it's interesting because, before Michael made the iconic loafers and white socks.
Yes.
Before that time, he would wear sneakers, you know, and he had a certain style of what he wanted to wear, but I was surprised to see him wearing something like this.
Yeah.
So when I saw certain photos, like, wow, I never saw that. But then he went to the classic black loafer with the white socks.
Yes,
so.
iconic.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny because like you say that, these are toned down from Michael, and then obviously, you know, as it progressed, he got more loud. Speaking about his iconic fits though, like just the movie is so deliberate in the outfits. Was there one piece that if you could take home that you really wanted? Like, you know, the Thriller jacket obviously stands out. We had Tracy Morgan here who...
If I gotta pick, the Thriller jacket, the glove, the shiny jacket, and I gotta take that black jump when he that whole fit when he tells me I'm bad.
Owns one of the Michael Jackson gloves, but
oh wow.
Do you put one piece of clothing that you really resonated with?
There's so many.
Yeah.
To pick one overall, I think it'll have to be the Grammy jacket.
Okay.
With all the sequins, and you know, that jacket was about like 13 pounds, 12,
Wow.
13 pounds. So when I picked it up, I was like, wait, jacket was about like 13 pounds, 12,
Wow.
13 pounds. So when I picked it up, I was like, wait, this is insane. This is
Yeah.
actually, it's all handmade and it was incredible.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because, like, you know, some of the parts that I loved is like the meetings, especially when we talked about like the lawyer and you're like, this is my guy. But you went in like the rooms with the fits. It must have been so crazy. Like, I was like, listen, I'm gonna pull up to work meetings the next day, you know?
The same
So,
fit.
exactly, I was inspired, but so many good fits. And we talked about 13 or 14 hours with Chuck Taylor's, but I saw videos of your trainer being like, you were dancing for 5 or 6 hours and like your feet were literally going numb during the process.
They were, yeah. You know, because it's one thing dancing in like a dancer's shoe, but to dance in loafers, especially, you know, I had to dance in a half size down or a full size down so I
Okay.
can break them in because it's leather, so they kind of expand over time. So the first 2 months of dancing, your feet are scrunched, and then to do the toe stand, the moonwalk, and the side, all these different moves in them, it, you know, over time, it kind of, it caused a lot of complications with my feet.
I applaud that. You know, I play a 5-on-5, I get plantar fasciitis.
That, hold on, nah. That just proves how much effort was really put into this movie. Nigga had to wear a whole shoe size down just to make his feet comfortable. So that means in the beginning, his shit was like this. God damn.
So
Oh yeah, I went through all of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I applaud
Yeah.
that commitment. And then what was the like recovery process?
You know, each day was kind of different because sometimes it would go numb for 20 minutes, sometimes it would go numb for 2 hours. And
Wow.
like, it's not coming back, and my, you know, toe would go completely white, it'd get completely cold.
Wow.
I had to gauge it, and then I would have to apply like a lot of heat to it. Sometimes that wouldn't work. Sometimes I just have to get a ball and roll it over, you
Saw
know,
that, yeah.
do that. So it really depends on that day, but the move that really would kill the toes is the toe stand for me.
Okay.
And yeah,
Yeah.
that's doing that, you know, repetitively. It didn't, it wasn't good.
It was
Yeah.
worth it though. We were looking at the footwork. It was crazy. So
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
We talked about the movie, how there was like simple sneakers because that's what they were wearing back then. But did you know that in 1990, your uncle actually had an LA gear line?
I have seen this.
So I know
Yes.
that you were studying like everything about him, but it's a little later in part 1 of the movie. But like now we're getting into the more loud and more Michael style. And I think these were.
Wait, LA Gear Deal was reportedly worth $20 million in 1989. So how much is that shit worth? You can read it right there. You can read it right here for yourself. But it says Michael Jackson's LA Gear Deal was reportedly worth $20 million in 1989. How much is that shit worth now? That shit should not drop less than 30.
Even called like the Billie Jeans.
It has a little reference to like the bad with the buckles on there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think about like that and him having his own sneaker line?
I wish it was still going.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen those in person, but I've just seen photos of him doing like the toe stand in them, and also did a few ads.
Yeah.
And then like a press conference and everything. So I just remember looking at footage and a lot of pictures of him wearing those,
Yeah.
but I've never seen them in person. I've been wanting to get a pair of those, but those are probably hard to find.
And then 1992, were you aware of the jam video with Michael Jordan and your uncle?
Absolutely, yeah.
So this classic video, and they're playing one-on-one, and I was watching videos, and it was basically like MJ, Michael Jordan, is supposed to be teaching Michael Jackson how to play ball, and Michael Jackson is trying to teach MJ, Michael Jordan, how to dance.
Right, yeah.
But like, what did you think of like that video and seeing like two legends? You know, we're surrounded by like Jordans.
I mean, I just remember as a kid watching that, just always enjoying it, just seeing the simplicity of them having fun.
Yeah.
And they're really enjoying themselves, even though I know my Uncle Michael was probably embarrassed because he wasn't the best basketball player.
Okay.
And didn't know how to really dribble as well. And at the same with Michael Jordan, he couldn't do the dance moves. So I think that their own right to kind of show what they can do best and not. So.
And the shoes that Jordan wore, we have here in the video, Bordeaux 7. So another like piece of history, like really kind of like an underrated classic. And that's the shoes that Michael Jordan was wearing in the video.
Oh, I feel like when did these come out?
They came out in the 90s, and then they re-released like 2015, I believe.
I feel like I had a pair of these as
Really?
a kid. I swear, just looking at them now. I may have, because just looking at them, it kind of reminds me of a pair that looks just like this.
Jordan, this nigga realized re-released the same shoes so many times, and niggas go crazy every single time. He is a marketing genius.
I'll have to see if I have any childhood photos, because I can't really tell when you watch the video and get the close detail of it, but yeah, I wonder.
That's crazy. If you actually had the pair, the synergy there from the video with your uncle and Michael Jordan. And then another thing, before AI and stuff, there was a classic photo that isn't real that always went viral, and it's like MJ in the Royal Ones.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen
I've seen this photo.
Okay, so what do you think about it? It's like, it looks like a photo that would be on like every sneakerhead's wall, but it's not a real photo. He's not wearing like the real shoes.
I've seen this photo in
Hold on, the shoes look a little fake, but the picture look real.
this color, but also it's all red.
Yes,
so
the black and reds, exactly.
Which one is the authentic photo?
Yeah, I don't think he ever wore the Jordan 1s in the photo. I think people just Photoshop, but it's something that like you look on Reddit and it's like, man, MJ was a real sneakerhead.
Right, so have you seen the original photo?
So the original photo, he's actually wearing loafers, but some sneakerhead kind of like concocted to wear the Jordan 1s, and like everyone was like, oh, he's one of us, But yeah, such a crazy, and you've seen that photo.
I have seen that photo, it looks great. It fooled me. I thought
Same. We were looking, even like when we were doing research, we were like, are we sure it's not? What is he wearing? But yeah, pretty crazy. I have to ask, you talked about the process and stuff like that. I came in here and I was just thinking, like, for someone who studied your uncle's journals and things like that, like, we would never want to pick a shoe for him, but these Cactus Plant Nike Dunks, could we see if we're in 2020?
Hell yeah. Yes. I can see Mike in both of them. The green ones and them. Yes. I can see Mike in them. I don't give who say they bright, they're shiny. Everything that nigga wore was shiny. He had a piece on him, at least shiny. I can see him.
6, like him pulling up in like more of that style, coming from the Converse Chuck Taylor and the Adidas Superstar, and like the LA Gear even that was getting louder, but like this feels MJ.
It does. It's like the sequence glove, but just on the shoes.
Exactly.
I can only imagine this on with a sequence glove, you know?
Come on, the full fit.
The full fit.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is really cool. Definitely, it makes a statement.
Absolutely. Well, we talked about everything. Now's the easy part. Browse your shelves, see what you're gonna take home.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yep.
People come to us and their teeth are so bad that they all need to be extracted. They all need to be taken out.
All right, what can I help you with today?
I was checking these Adidas out. These caught my eye. Do you have these in the size 10?
Yeah, I got the wells for you. Bars. I got those too.
Perfect.
All right, so is there anything I can help you with in this area?
Yeah, I gotta get these. You have this in a size 10.
Yeah, I got you. That's a great choice. Anything else that catches your eye?
I gotta go with the classic Jordans. So if you have this in a 10.
I do got those.
Oh, perfect.
That's all set for today?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. And everything.
I think because I had about like 20 shoes. But that's like over time. Like you just getting shoes over time.
Need?
I definitely did.
All right. Your total is going to be $2,025 and 11 cents.
Cool.
All right. It's going to be $2,025 and 11 cents.
Nigga said 2000.
Cool.
Oh, my computer fucked up.
Your total is going to be $2,025 and 11 cents.
Cool.
All right. There you go.
Thank you. I'll definitely be back. Appreciate it.
So, Jaafar came through, told some great stories, let us in on the process, got some new pickups. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you for having me. Happy about this.
Absolutely. You know where to find him, the man of the moment in Michael theaters right now. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, he did good with the shoe picking. It was lit shit, calm. It was smooth, but hey man, make sure y'all get that shit a like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all want me to do next time. And until then, we out.